Hi guys, welcome back to TechRotex, and today I'm going to show you how to make your video file size smaller or how to compress your video files. So guys, without any further ado, let's get started. So guys, first what you have to do is you have to download this application called Handbrake from the link in the description below. So once you download it, just install it. So I have some video files over here. So I have my original video file, so this is my previous video, and after editing and rendering it, I got this result. So the size of this video file is 389 MB. So as you can see, that's a very large file. So then I compressed it into an MKV file using a Handbrake. So this is 61 MB. So as you can see, that's a significant difference between size. And then I compressed it into an MP4 file. So it's 45 MB. Yes, it's only 45 MB, from 389 MB to 45 MB. So I'm going to show you how to compress it into an MKV file and how to compress it into an MP4 file. So if you don't get a better result in an MP4 file, then you can change it into an MKV file. So obviously the best quality is on the original one. So you will lose quality when you compress, but you will not lose so much quality, so you'll not see any significant difference in it. So now I'm gonna show you how to compress it. So open Handbrake. And then you will get this. So what you have to do is just open a file. So open a single video file, and so I'm gonna choose my original file. So only what you have to change is you have to change this quality, so you can get every codec over here quality. So if your video is 1080p, it will show 1920 by 1080p. So if your video is 720p, then it will show you 1280 by 720. So guys, what you have to do is you have to change the audio first on your. So if your bitrate is 160, then you have to keep 160. If your bitrate is 320, then keep it that. So if your bitrate is 512 kbps, is 512, then change it to 512. So the kbps is 384 kbps. So I'm going to change it to 384 kbps. So as you can see here, we got the constant quality over here. So the higher the number, the lower the quality, and the lower the number, the higher the quality. So if you change it to 0, then you will get you will not lose any quality, but you will not lose any size also. So you can use this to convert your video file into an MKV of something. So if you put it in 51, so the maximum lower quality, then you will get a very bad quality but a very highly compressed video file. So the best is it to keep it in middle. So I prefer 21. So here what you have to choose is you have to choose H264 MKV. So if your video file is 1080p 30 fps, then choose that. And if your video file is 720p 30 fps, then choose that. So my video file is 720p, so I've choose that. So you should not change anything over here. So if you have subtitles, add the subtitles. So I don't have any subtitles. Now what you have to do is just you have to locate destination to store your file. So I will just choose desktop, and let's name it something. So name it test video file, and then just click on save. So then just click on start encode, and then it will encode. So it will take around 10 to 20 minutes. So you have to wait, and then you will get the result. So I'm not gonna do it because it will take 10 to 20 minutes. So let's just move on to how to compress your video file to MP4. So I will click on open source and file, and I will choose this. Now let's compress it to an MP4 file. So for MP4, what you have to choose here is, you have to choose, in general, you have to choose the very fast 720p 30 fps. Yeah, so you have to choose very fast 720p 30 fps. Like I told you, if it is 1080p, then choose 1080p. If your video is 720p, then choose 720p. So change the audio to your video. So mine is 384 kbps, so I'll choose 384 kbps. So here you get 23. So just only two number difference. So then what you have to do is just click on start encode. So this will take more this will not take more time, because it compresses into an MP4 file. So the first file is the original file is also an MP4 file. So if you convert it to MP4 file, it will be faster, or if you convert it to MKV file, it will be slower. So just click on start encode, and it will be finished in under 10 minutes mostly. It's depending on your video duration. So if you try to compress the video which is already compressed, like I have compressed these two. So if you try to compress these, you will not get a better result. So I tried to compress this MP4 file to again an MP4 file, and then I got this result. So the MP4 file is 45 MB. So this is 45 MB, and when I tried to compress this file, this 45 MB file to again, so I tried to compress it again, then I got this result. So the size will increase if you try to compress it again, and when you try to compress it again, your audio quality will be like distorted. You can't compress what is already compressed. So this is the test that I did it. So that's how you compress your video file, or your video file, and make your video file smaller. So guys, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, and make sure you comment down below if it helped you, and subscribe for more videos like this. And like always, thanks for watching. My name is Technotics, and I'm signing out.
That girl is a real crowd.